Welcome to the XERFIX channel. In this video, I will continue to talk about unusual characters from the series, who they are, and why they are unusual. In the 56th episode, there were two unusual Skibidi that were able to surprise people. The first one we see in the beginning, his tongue was coming out of his mouth. I think this is due to his attraction to the bottom. It turns out when toilets go to meet the attraction, then their mouth begins to destroy itself, which makes them so special. Only we saw it. In the same series, in the same situations. They did not cause such an effect. The second one was a bit further away. Was he wearing broken glasses or not? Maybe he didn't see well when he was human, because they usually wore sun protection, which can be broken with a screen or a blow. We didn't see what happened to this character, but I think if he had them broken, then he should be dead. There is a chance that he was just given these glasses, but why we don't know. I can assume that they were filming what was happening so that the speaker man could find a way to destroy them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, put a like and a bell to not miss new videos on the channel. In 46 series, we could notice how in the background were broken toilets. We have not seen this before. Who could break them so? I think it happened because of someone's weapon or damage. Every series of the series shows us new technologies and abilities of characters. We also see their improvements, along with new weapons against enemies. Enemies are not lagging behind. We cannot deny the fact of self-destruction of toilets. If the Titans were able to cope with the bomb in 64 series, they may have already seen somewhere such technology. In 58 series, there were also unusual Skibidi. For example, in the beginning, he for some reason many times says the same word. Yes, we have not yet been able to understand how they talk, or rather, what exactly they say. But we know that they are almost all not different from each other. Such situations are confusing because of the non-standard situation. Yes, I said in the analysis of this series that it may be because of the extension of his neck. Only not one ally. He may not be like them, but he is a regular black toilet. In the same series, there was a partner who is connected with several Skibidi patterns who is able to do more things than the usual allies. Especially those who watch all three versions of the series know the differences. The short version is the main one, but any passphrase in one of the parts is alarming, and because of it comes a lot of questions. When Speakerman came to the rescue, we saw a laser toilet. Who is he? I think they are still using the same technology as in episode 32 to learn about how it affects the enemies. Also, he is quite unusual in his shape. Usually, the scientist was trying to make them stronger. There is a chance it was one of Astro Skibidi. His death really hurt the partners that they wanted to kill GG Man. They still resent him. Probably the scientist told them about the resurrection of their ally, and the end of the series is also mysterious. If you want to review the series, you will understand how the two allies, after the arrival of Dafuk disappeared, there are two options. 1. He destroyed his enemies. 2. He teleported them to a safe place. And what do you think? Write in the comments. In episode 59, there was a huge toilet with missiles that could easily destroy the whole city. Why didn't he do it? I think he was saving his missiles just for the Titans. Just because of his lack of determination or strange mechanics, they didn't work at their site, which made it clear in his weakness. There is a lot of defense in it, but the scientists started to make really weak allies. Maybe this is due to the capture of Speakerman, where he gave more advantages, and all the Skibidi created were sent to other cities where there would never be a G-Man. Only he miscalculated. Quite strange was his destruction. Probably his defense was strong even for them. In this series, there was a helicopter, which in the future we will see in 62 series, and then his destruction in 63 series. When we see the Speakermans, we can see an unusual character on the roof that resembles the Speaker Woman. We saw it back in episode 60 after the end of the demonstration of what is happening. Yes, we see the full series with her, and it is much different than what we see. Only if they were released, they could easily fix it with modifications, because Plunger Man has also become stronger. Even though initially many people tried to fight plungers, she has many abilities that are not given to normal agents. Now she could be in the top 10 strongest characters in the series, especially if you think cameramans when they improved their technology over the series or a little more. We saw in Series 60 the new Astro who could easily hold with one hand and with the other hand already punch through any body. Usually it takes less time for them to act. Why didn't they attack G-Man right away? I think because of creating tension, because he can't do anything to them, but the scientist was able to help them. From this and 64 series, we can assume about the trap connected with them. They have much more experience and ability to destroy Titans. I don't think they will forgive him for the second mistake, but now he is cheerful, ready to show all his power to the enemies. In the conversation, he was sad because of this turn of events, as the allies were upset with him. Where did the Astro come from? It must be the same technology of the scientist, only with space materials that are superior to any character, but not everyone can handle such power. What is their task? I think to destroy all enemies, looking after the order within the faction. Now, they want to avenge the Titan for suffering. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and put a bell to not miss new videos. In 61 series was Skibidi Car, which was paralyzed from energy weapons. Unusual, because many thought about the habituation of enemies to them. Just looking at the weapon, you can see some changes that makes more opportunities for victory. We saw another unusual in this series enemy. He is able to stun, and the only character similar to YouTuber. No one expected that there will be such a plot twist. He was able to surprise many of his viewers. Speakerwoman repeated the moment from 24 series, which made clear to the author in the commentary. Next, we saw the brother of the dead Skibidi from Series 37, who died attacking the machinery against the vermin. Now he has become stronger, and with a new squad, started to take over more areas. If you watch the whole Season 20, you will see at the end a middle finger that never betrays faith to destroy his enemies. But it is not clear why the cameraman did not do anything. After all, he could have run away or tried to destroy his enemies. Rather, it is due to his breakdown in his legs, and he was waiting for the engineers to fix his legs. We can see a toilet, similar to the partner from the 58 series, only now they are much more maneuverable and can easily deal with their opponents. After his instability, we see a new Speakerman. Most believe that he may be an agent from the 24 series. It is more likely, but consider him a brand new ally cannot be denied. He is also in the top 10 strongest characters at the time of release of this video. We do not see much when we see planes that transport agents, but we can understand that for each faction, a different aircraft. In the new 64 series, we saw Skibidi Garbage Truck, which can destroy several characters at once. He does not spare his allies, destroying them. They created it to clean up the regions, because the fewer agents, the easier it will be for them to capture locations destroying the remaining troops. Especially with this toilet, you can completely recycle agents, which does not allow engineers to fix them. How do you think how many of these toilets? I think it's one, because if it was there before, you could have seen it in the early episodes, the bomb inside the Skibidi. It's also an unusual technology. Among all the scientists' technology, I think it was very unusual for toilets. Well, this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.